doesn't matter who you are, or where you've been, or where you're going, or where you come from, but you're always a child of God. And having that knowledge of that you are a daughter or a son of God can change someone's life.
Jesus Christ is my best friend, and that he will always be there for anyone, that he knows everyone personally, he knows everything you've ever gone through, all the good and the bad.
I think I want people to know that God truly loves them, that it's not just a fake thing, it's real, that he's there, and that, you know, even in those hard times he'll come to help you, that there is hope.
I'm out here because I want other people to know that it doesn't matter where you've been in life, it doesn't matter what you've been through, the Lord is there for you. He wants to help you, and he wants you to know that you're loved and you're not alone.
Wil je ons een witwoord schrijven?
Nee, dankjewel.
Oké, eigenlijk ik ben een vrijwilliger voor mijn geloof. Dus dat is een beetje anders, maar superleuk.
Oké.
Yeah. My name is Kaylin Allen, or most people call me Kay. I am from Utah, Bluffdale, Utah, kind of in between, right under Salt Lake.
My name is Landry Golding, or Sister Golding. I am from Elko, Nevada, in the United States.
I'm Betty Bisa, Sister Bisa currently, and I'm from Midland, Michigan in the United States of America.
I'm Avery Haney. I'm from South Jordan, Utah. It's just 20 minutes south of Salt Lake City, Utah. Ik denk soms God is in de toren en hij communiceert met ons en hij kan ons de weg tonen om waar te gaan en wat om te doen.
Maar ik heb ooit al inspiratie ontvangen. Zij zou het moeten worden. En zij is al lang getrouwd met 3 kinderen.
Well, I am a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
In Belgium, I am living here and just doing my volunteer work, this missionary work.
I am serving a full-time mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
I am a missionary for my church, for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In this orange thing we have all the vegetables and all the produce, and then we give them milk, and depending on how many they have in their family, it depends on how much that we give them. So, the food bank, we basically go and we package different kinds of foods and we hand them out to people. So if we see like a name, we have a family of 4, then we grab certain things to accommodate that family to help them eat and survive. I think it just gives back to the community. It's nothing like required, but it's something that I think I really enjoy, I love to do, and I know that it's making a difference in people's lives.
Every single day we just help people around the community, but also members of our church and our congregation.
So the LDS Church, we're the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that's where LDS comes from, Latter-day Saints. We are the Church of Jesus Christ. We believe that he is the head of our church. We believe that he guides us through modern day revelation, which means that if we have any questions, we can ask him and that we can get answers and direction straight from him. We have a modern day prophet. His name is Russell M. Nelson, and he's able to get that direction from God and is able to lead and guide the entire church. And we have a book of scripture called the Book of Mormon.
Mm-hmm. Dus varken is pig and vlees is meat. So pig meat. It means I find pork not tasty, not delicious.
We teach a Dutch class once a week, and it is super fun. Definitely kind of a challenge since I'm definitely not fluent in Dutch, but there are 4 of us teaching it, so we're able to help each other.
A couple of months ago, me and my friend Libby actually just had the idea to start it, and we didn't really know exactly what it was going to look like, but we just started one. We made a Facebook group on Facebook, and we started to invite people to it. And we posted in it. We posted it in a couple other groups around the community, expats and students and just anybody who was looking to improve or wanting to learn Dutch. And yeah, we just started to invite people with it. So our classes are every week. We have it just for an hour, and we come and we learn together and we practice together, and it's fun. It's a good time.
Kikkers and kissers, it's our little nickname for things in Dutch. And basically, a kikker, a very common kikker is dat. So any words with dat, dat, so dat, things like that, it's gonna kick the verb to the end of the sentence. So it just switches up the basic structure a little bit. And then kikkers are usually used in conditional sentences. So if you start a sentence, like in English, if you start a sentence with because, if you're starting it with omdat in Dutch, it'll kick the verb to the end of the clause. And then the second clause, the verb will go to the front and the verbs will kiss in the middle.
I think everyone goes through a moment where they doubt their faith, or they kind of want to know what really is true. There are definitely times where I was like, wait, is what I've been taught my whole life actually true? And in those moments, that's when I really turned to God, and I really had to ask him. And I've asked him, and I've received answers that's true, and yet sometimes I still doubt, and I still have to go through that process. But I know that every time that I've asked him, that he's told me that this is true, and that this is the direction that I need to take.
During high school and growing up, there were definitely points in my life where I was like, I don't want religion, I don't need church, I don't need God, or I didn't know who God was or if I believed in him. But I think what brought me back was the lowest points in my life, where I literally didn't know where to turn to, and the only place I could turn to was God.
I didn't want to go on a mission for a long time as a kid. I grew up in the church, but I was inactive. I wasn't going to church on Sundays. I would only really go to the fun activities that they would do. I have 3 little sisters, and as I was getting older and I was making some choices that weren't good for my health, and not good for my mental health either. And my dad noticed, and we got into an argument about it. After I'd calmed down a little bit, and I started to remember all the good times that I had when I would go and do church things. It's been about 3 years since I started coming back to the church now. I don't know if I've ever been happier. I struggled a lot with mental health, and I've been able to find so much strength in the Lord, and it's a comfort to know that I'm never alone.
Faith is everything to me. It's something, it's believing in things that we can't see, that maybe we don't know for sure are true. Sometimes it's really hard to have faith, especially going through hard times. Sometimes we wonder why. We wonder if anyone's actually there, but having that solid faith is what helps me get through it personally, because I know that Jesus Christ is always there, and I have faith, but I also know. But I think I can confidently say that I've never doubted. I think questions and doubts are 2 different things, and when I have those questions, when I decide to rely on my faith and rely on my knowledge of Jesus Christ, no doubts ever come into play.
Je studeert in Brussel, maar waar
Ja.
woon je nu?
Ik woon in Antwerpen zelf,
Oké.
maar dat is maar een jaartje in Brussel. En dat is niet elke dag dat ik naar Brussel
Oh,
moet.
gelukkig.
Dat is een postgraduaat.
Ik zal zeggen, je moet elke dag naar
Nee,
Brussel
nee,
gaan,
nee,
dat
nee,
is
dat zou ik-
zoveel.
dat zou ik niet kunnen.
We also As volunteers, as missionaries, our main purpose is to teach and invite others to come to Christ. And a lot of what we do every single day. Obviously, we are not here to force anybody to join a religion or to talk about God or anything like that. All we do is invite, and we share messages of hope. And the way that we find those people is literally just asking people. What's her name? Luna. Oh. And that sounds really weird. But we go up to people on the street. We connect through people online, through social media. And that's one of my favorite parts of missionary work, because I get to meet people from all over the world and hear their stories.
How did I find the church again? I started the journey of becoming a better version of myself. And at first, religion wasn't necessarily a part of it, not at all. It started with going to the gym, first of all.
I met Toby a couple months ago, and he is one of the coolest people I've ever met. He has a cool story. He's from here in Belgium. He grew up here.
When I felt like I wasn't doing these things that God wasn't asking me to do to myself, when I was actually following the rules of the church, the rules that the church gave to us without me actually going to church, right? So it was outside of church that I had found God again.
Actually just normal people. We're here as missionaries, but we love to do all the same fun things. We play games, we eat pizza, we listen to music, and yeah, we're here having a fun time with each other.